Go do the thing that you think about on the daily. And if you do it the way you're supposed to do it, you're gonna learn from it and get better. So it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. It doesn't matter if it's exactly what you want. Just do it. Just start. Today is day one. Just say day one. Don't say someday, say day one. Now all this shit that's going on in this world, you know that I'm one gonna tell you the truth. My camera fucked up. Where we're at right now isn't the most optimal spot, but you gotta put it out there. Like, I feel like a lot of us are waiting to push shit out because it's not the right time, or it's not exactly how we want it, but it's never gonna be exactly how you want it. So sitting around not putting shit out because it's not how you want it isn't gonna help anybody. All that's gonna do is hold you back. It's gonna make other people step in front of you. And I'm heavily projecting, because at the end of the day, I know, and I know you know what you need to be doing. But whether or not you do it is up to you. And that's kind of the hardest part, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it is all up to you. And the only thing you can do is try your best to complete the things that you set your mind to. In whatever way that works best for you. I can't be the person to tell you how that is, because only you know what works best for you, because you're you and I'm me. But I don't know, this is my attempt to get back in the game. But I don't even have the right light. Like, I don't even have enough lighting in my room. The agenda has been set. We are now pawns in the grand scheme of things. I don't want you guys to get hung up on what's going on with the world that much, because at the end of the day, all that shit is going to fizzle out or it's going to stay. But regardless of what happens to it, we're going to still be alive. We're still going to do our thing. You feel me? Like, we're not going to let the world stop us from living. What's happening in America is going to stop us from living. That's wild. That's unnecessary, and that's not a way to live. So at the end of the day, you can be scared and you need to prepare for what's going to be coming. But at the end of the day, you need to understand that your day-to-day, you won't see change for a couple years. It's going to be a year or two before you actually see change. And when you see the change, I want you to stay calm. Because it's not anything you haven't been through before. If all of us are born by the 2000 or 2002, 2003, honestly, if you're younger than that and you're on YouTube, I'm old. And if I'm old, I'm sorry. But there's nothing that they can throw at us that we cannot body. There's nothing. And I truly believe that as a human race and as a people, at the end of the day, things are the way they are because we allow them to be. And as soon as we take power back from our captors and take power back to ourselves, I think we'll all be a lot happier. One good way to do that is to just be yourself. And when I mean be yourself, I don't mean act like somebody, emulate somebody. I mean truly sit with yourself, understand who you are, and just be that person and go hard on it. And if anyone wants to tell you who you are, just look at them and like, you don't know me. I don't care if it's your mama. If they don't know you, they don't know you. Unless they do know you. They don't lie to yourself. You got to be aware of things. You have to be honest with yourself if you're going to go through this journey with us. And I feel like every time I come back to this, it's talking about the journey. But I see the same people going through the same cycles. And at the end of the day, the reason why they're going through these cycles is because they haven't come to terms with what they need to do. And they haven't put forth the steps to do what they need to do, and they're trying other shit. At the end of the day, you know what you're supposed to be doing. And you're exactly where you're supposed to be based on the decisions you've made in your whole life. You can blame all this, you can blame all that, but based on the decisions you made in your life, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Now you can either let that control you, or you can control that. But at the end of the day, it's all, if you take responsibility of your life, you understand it's all your fault. Because you control how you react to everything. You can let something keep you down, or you can get up and do something about it. I want to keep this brief. I just kind of need to get back into this because I'm falling into habits that aren't me. I used to release the podcast as quick as possible, not quick as possible, just very often, because I wasn't trying to do a 48-minute podcast, hour-long podcast. I was just talking to people for 6, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. Hey, here's a little message for you today. Hey, did you hear about this? For example, the things that are happening in the world right now, I couldn't tell you one thing that's going on. I mean, I could, but it's like, why occupy your brain with things that you can't control? Why occupy your brain with things you can't control? What is it going to do for you to fret about a problem that you can't fix? What does it do for you? Makes you feel better? Makes you feel like a human? Makes you feel like you care? Notice what I said. Everything I said was a feel. Makes you feel. Makes you feel like this. In actuality, if you really sit down and break things apart, things are very simple. We just added so much feelings to things that we don't even know what we're looking at. Your feelings pass. A lot of people don't understand that when you have a feeling, you don't have to act on that feeling. When you have an urge, you don't have to act on that urge. And when you do act on them all the time, it's called lack of self-discipline, which I attribute to being a lack of self-love. Because if you love yourself, you're disciplined enough to make sure that you're always being yourself, being 100% authentic to yourself. And if you're not, that means you're not being disciplined, in a sense. Like, if you consistently say and do whatever you want to do and what you think is best for who you are based on your morals that you've already chosen for yourself, you'd be pretty good. And I think that's one of the big things. A lot of people don't be making a list of morals they have to follow. That's why a lot of people use religion to do that for them. But a lot of people aren't sitting down with themselves and understanding themselves to a point where they're like, these are my non-negotiables. These are my non-negotiables, and these are the things that I want to change. And this is how I'm going to do it. You see how simple that was? 3 steps, 3 things. But it's the actual idea of doing that. For a lot of people, they don't even have the capacity to understand that they need to do that. On the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, you need to reevaluate yourself and reevaluate what you're doing and reevaluate the world around you and then act accordingly. Because if you're staying the same, you're falling behind. When I'm just talking to my goddamn self, go do the thing that you think about on the daily. And if you do it the way you're supposed to do it, you're going to learn from it and get better. So it doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter if it's perfect. It doesn't matter if it's exactly what you want. Just do it. Just start. Today is day 1. Just say day 1. Don't say someday. Say day 1. Don't say someday. Say day 1. And a good friend of mine made me this hat, and it's the best hat I've ever got in my entire life because it fits my head. And you know, hats don't usually fit my head. If you know me, you know my head's gigantic. Hats don't be fitting me. You feel me? And this hat fits. I look like a little bear with the yellow coat. I look like I need to go tend to my garden. But y'all have a nice night. That was another episode of K.O.R.L Radio. Late Night Talks here with your boy K.O.R.L. I appreciate you. Be frosty.